Project filters display the information you care about and screen out what isn't important. Project comes with a bunch of built-in filters. For example, the incomplete tasks filter shows tasks that aren't done yet and hides the ones that are complete so you can focus on tasks you can still do something about. Some filters include prompts, like the Using Resource filter, which asks which resource you want to filter by. Autofilter is an easy way to set up a filter on the fly. Autofilter options appear on a drop-down menu when you click a column heading, so filtering is easier than ever. The View tab includes a filter box where you can choose a filter to apply. Click the filter down arrow, and a drop-down menu with several common filters appears. Choose Critical to see only the tasks on the critical path. On the Filter drop-down menu, the Date Range and Using Resource filters have ellipses after the filter names. That means that you have to give the filter some info to tell it what to do. For example, choose Date Range. Type the first date of the date range in the prompt box that appears. 11/1/2010, for example, and then click OK. Then type the end date of the date range, 12/1/2010, and click OK. And Project filters the task list to tasks that start or finish after the first date and start or finish before the second date. Project has more filters than the ones that appear on the drop-down menu. To access any filter that's available, on the drop-down menu in the filter box, choose More Filters. Then in the More Filters dialog box, you can double-click the filter that you want. For example, Manually Scheduled Tasks. To remove the filter, click the Filter drop-down arrow and choose No Filter. Let's look at the Summary table. To show that, right-click the All Cells box and then choose Summary. Let's widen the table pane so we can see all of the columns. I widened the table pane by dragging the vertical bar between the table pane and the timescale. Similar to sorting and grouping, auto-filter commands appear on a drop-down menu when you click the down arrow in a column heading. Click a column heading down arrow, %complete, for example. The drop-down menu includes filter options specific to the column. Point to filters. The first batch of options is Not Started for tasks that haven't started yet, In Progress for tasks that are somewhere in progress, and Complete for the ones that are already done. But you can also choose percentage ranges, like within 1% and 25%. The drop-down menu also has checkboxes for all the values that appear in that column, so you can turn specific values on or off. Let me apply the In Progress filter. When a column autofilter is applied, a funnel icon appears to the right of the column title, and the status bar also says Autofilter Applied. If you click the down arrow in the Start column and point to Filters, you can choose from periods like next week, next month, or this year. To remove a filter in a column, click the Autofilter filter icon and then choose Clear Filter. I'll clear the one for %complete as well. If you make changes to a project, they can affect what should appear in the filtered list. But Project doesn't update the filter for you. You have to reapply the filter to see the changes. The fastest way to reapply a filter is to press Ctrl plus F3. You can build your own filters too. The quickest way to a custom filter is to start with one that already exists. Say you want to build a filter that looks for critical tasks that are longer than 2 weeks, so you have the most chance of shortening the schedule. You can copy the built-in critical group and then edit the copy to add a test for duration. On the Filter drop-down menu, choose More Filters. In the More Filters dialog box, select the critical filter and then click Copy. In the Filter Definition dialog box, type a name for the filter in the name box. Critical duration, for example. If you want your filter to appear on the Filter drop-down menu, turn on the Show in Menu checkbox as it is here. Building a test that compares a field to a value is an easy way to get started. Select a blank field name cell. Click the down arrow and choose the field you want, duration in this example. Then click the test cell. Click the test cell down arrow and choose the type of test. For the duration test, choose is greater than or equal to. That filters for tasks equal to or longer than a duration you set. The tests you can use for filters should be familiar from high school math classes. Equals, does not equal, is less than, and so on compare numbers to one another. Is within and is not within test to see if a value is or isn't within a range. And contains, does not contain, and contains exactly are tests for text strings. Click the Values cell. In the Values cell, type or choose the value to compare to, 2 weeks in this case. If you have more summary rows than subtasks, you can turn off the Show Related Summary Rows checkbox to see only the work tasks that pass the filter. Then click Save to save the filter. To apply the filter to your project, click Apply. A good way to learn about more specialized filters is to copy an existing filter. In the Filter drop-down menu, choose More Filters. Select a filter like Late Over Budget Tasks, and then click Edit. You can see how the filter is put together, or you can use it as a foundation for a new one. Click Cancel to close the Filter Definition dialog box. Then click Cancel to close the More Filters dialog box. Filtering is a great way to focus on just the information you want to see. You can use built-in filters or build your own in several ways. If you create your own filters, the easiest approach is to copy a built-in filter that has some of the tests that you want and add to it. It's as easy as that.